Alright, let's return to the inn for dinner and continue. Can't wait to find out what happens.
Ah, that was delicious. Those were some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were. I can't help but question what exactly Class 7's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. What I can't wrap my head around, though, is why.
Well, I mean, experience is the backbone of wisdom, so I suppose maybe she wants us to be really smart and good at handling the random chores?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling at Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
Well, I mean, the first thought would be they came for an education, but this is a military academy, which means it's also connected to the army, which means, yeah, I'm gonna not think too much about this.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or, rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. Best to save that topic for another day. What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the academy?
Lara, just to let you know, your hair is phasing through your clothes.
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then.
Finally, we have someone who came for an education.
See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
Oh, wait, nope, I remember now. He was the, what, violinist?
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything. What about you, Reen?
Listen, the bard is usually one of the backbone characters in any party, They are very essential, especially when you come against a dragon.
You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
Wait, but you didn't answer the question. You didn't tell us why you chose this academy.
Me? I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery? It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist. You sure don't come across as one.
I shouldn't have said anything.
So you want me to wake you up at 6 tomorrow, right? Yes, please. We only have until tomorrow evening, so we need to get an early start. We really appreciate it. Not a problem at all. Have a good night. Good night.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation, and I'm not about to remind her.
Rean?
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering. Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not? Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Ka-Fai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arseid School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training. In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, it is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the 8 Leaves.
Your father said that? It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level.
Why do I sincerely doubt that?
I did train under Master Ka-Fai for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest. I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the 8 Leaves School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations. Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment, I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
Reen's not the only one bottling up his feelings, though, is he? You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
Ooh. Interesting.
Keep up the good work.
Here are your tasks for the day. The market manager left them with me. Thank you. Received field study envelope for April. Field study day 2. Assigned tasks. West Celtic Highway monster. Wait, again? And lost wallet. A large, ferocious monster has been sighted on the West Celtic Highway. We'd all be happier if someone took it out. Monster, Zwardar. Location, stone bridge leading to Heimdallr on the West Celtic Highway. Market manager Otto. Okay. Lost wallet. Merchant Lizzie. Yesterday, I found a wallet on the floor in front of my stall. Would someone be willing to find its owner for me? See me at my ceramics stall and I'll tell you more. Lizzie. Alright. Huh, even fewer than yesterday. Maybe he gave us less work to do because he knew we were going back to Trista today. Sounds about right. He is a very considerate man. The last train headed your way leaves here around 9 tonight. Okay. You get those done quickly enough and you can have dinner here before you leave. Haha, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate your kindness. Shall we get started then? Sounds good. Looks like today's tasks are all optional. Excuse me. You seem to have forgotten the fact that optional isn't a word. Optional just means you're expected to do it, but you don't have to. Hey Laura, I wanted to apologize for what I said to you yesterday evening. Reen? As I told you then, this is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. It is not something for which an apology is required. That's not really what I mean. I wanted to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful. To Master Kafai, and to the school I follow, and to the path of the sword itself. And for those reasons, I feel it was inappropriate of me to say what I said, so I'm sorry. If that's the case, then there is one other person you should be apologizing to as well. She's gonna say the sword. I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances. Regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride in him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Oh wow, that's not what I was expecting. Let me ask you a question, Rain. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's a part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way. Laura. Sigh. So you two are friends again then? Were we not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Indeed, this was all handled rather neatly, I felt. You're both so simple-minded. I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up. Says the one who spent, like, what? A month? A month or so? Just getting along with Reen like a cat and a dog. Well, you did what now? It would seem we've caused you undue concern. Jeez, can we all forget about this and move on? Looks like the ground's dried after the rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you all looking a bit less gloomy. Margot, we've got trouble. Big trouble. Oh, well, here's the required task. Slow down, Louise. It's first thing in the morning, and you're about poised to wake the dead. You're making such a commotion. Where have you been anyway? You're late. I'm sorry, I just got caught up on the way here. But never mind that, we have big trouble. Something terrible happened over at the market. Something terrible, you say? ... question mark. What terrible thing has happened exactly? Well, The terrible thing that happened is my tracking went haywire for a minute. Well, it sounds like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over at the market were destroyed and all their merchandise was stolen. Gosh, that's not good. I have an idea as to what 2 it is. That is most terrible indeed. A robbery? Oh my. I suppose that means the market might be opening late today. Which means we could end up with more customers as people wait here for a resolution. Louise, let's get this place ready. You got it. I believe we call Margot an opportunist. As for you 4, this is our problem, not yours. You just focus on your field study, and leave this incident to us locals. Yeah, we're not leaving this to you locals. You have your own tasks to worry about, after all. Of course. We'll be back later, thanks again. Yeah, no, I entirely do not believe we're leaving it to the locals. What should we do? I have to admit, I'm curious. It's not far, so we might as well just go take a look. Alright, let's take a slight detour and see what's happening at the market then. Well, first off, there's a bit of a crowd, which is to be expected because something, happened. Let's just take a quick look. Those 2 are fighting again. I think before we go over there, we should go do the side quests. I think the side quests are calling me. Let's see, where am I going for the side quests? Oh, what? How did I don't think I ever noticed that this was a page that I could look at. Huh. Okay. Oh, no, I guess Oh, wait. No, yeah, I can. Here we go. So So we're gonna have to go to the ceramics stall in order to get the last wallet, which means we're gonna walk into the market. But we could go and get rid of the West Celtic highway monster first. So I think we'll do that first. Seems like... Oh no, I'm not allowed to. Let's go check it out before we get started on your tasks. Okay. Then I guess we'll do ceramic stall first. I'm sorry, the Grand Market isn't quite open for business yet. Hold on, I have to talk to somebody. Oh, it's the students from yesterday. Good morning. Opening late today after all, I see. Afraid so. Guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? The two merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. They were arguing yesterday, too. You bastard! You're not going to get away with this. Oh no, not them. The manager came to try and break them up, but he doesn't seem to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Rean? Or maybe we could try talking to them. Yes, because the market manager talking to them, and they, don't listen. Yeah, a bunch of school kids are gonna be able to get them to, shut up. Considering everything that happened yesterday, you might just be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? Not at all. Let's go. Yeah, this can't be a bad idea. I mean, look at them. They're using the same animations as yesterday as well. How dare you destroy my stall, you damned coward! I knew you country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could it have been? Just come clean and admit it already. Well, considering the fact that I think both of the stalls got destroyed, perhaps someone, decided to steal one of your stuff and didn't know which stall you were using, so they decided to trash both? Who are you calling a coward, you Heimdallrian snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. Calm down, gentlemen, please. Playing all innocent and trying to paint me as the bad guy here, you make me sick. What do you say we settle this right here and now? With a children's card game. Bring it on. Hold it. Class 7? You kids again. Keep your noses out of this. I'm gonna make him pay for smashing my stall. In Monopoly money. Smashing? Wow. They really are completely ruined. Actually, as far as, smashing goes, that's not exactly ruined. That's like, move a couple of things and you'll be fine. I really don't see the problem. That just requires some redecoration. This is awful. They don't know how to clean. However, harming one another is not going to bring them back. In the end, they will still be smashed, and you will be worse off, because your faces will also be smashed. But this anger isn't going to go away unless I do something! He took all my goods too, so I haven't even got anything to sell. Alright, that's a bit of a bigger problem than the fact that it looks like you haven't cleaned the stalls. What are you talking about? You were the one who stole my goods! Why do neither of them think the fact that maybe both their goods were stolen by somebody else? And you're gonna give them all back right now and fix the damage you did to my stall, or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. This isn't good. I don't think they're even listening to a word we're saying. One of them has the hand on the other's neck. What do we do? Stop this at once! Oh, it's the guards. The Provincial Army? What? What is the meaning of this? I'm glad they decided to step in. It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. But I believe you are the one in charge here. I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. Well, you see, 2 stalls got destroyed, and the 2 owners of those stalls are bickering over the fact that they think the other destroyed the other stalls, even though both got destroyed. The market manager explained to the provincial army officer what happened the previous night. I see. They're both idiots. The solution is simple, then. Men, take them away. It's a good thing I'm also an idiot. I know just how to solve this. Yes, sir. But what? What do you mean, take us away? 2 stalls were destroyed, 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is as clear as day. 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time, and didn't notice the other one doing it. But that's not fair. Do you not think it premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? The provincial army doesn't have time to waste solving the petty squabbles of merchants. But I feel like that's exactly what your job is right now. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute and you will be left alone. Continue and you will come with us. The choice is yours. They're trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened? To sweep the whole ordeal under the rug? Why do I get the feeling that they're the ones that took the goods? Yeah, something about this seems really wrong. Gah. Very good. I'm sure you can all agree that wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you'll think twice before causing such a ruckus ever again. Now if you'll please excuse us, I'm a busy man, and I have more pressing matters to attend to. There they go. Well, I guess they did stop these 2 from fighting, but they did nothing to solve the underlying problem. That this isn't right. I see now that provincial army here I see now how the provincial army here conducts itself. I'm sure you're both still pretty angry about this, but right now the 2 of you need to focus on keeping cool-headed. If you have the time to fight, try to use that time for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. Yeah. I shouldn't have let my anger take control of me like that. Alright, now shake hands, make up, and be best friends. We can't open the Grand Market for business until we've cleaned up these busted stalls. We're already running late, so I hate to ask, but would you all mind lending me a hand? Market Manager Otto, with the assistance from the merchants of the market, cleared away the remains of the 2 stalls. And with the help of Reen and the others on top of that, the Grand Market was finally able to open for the day, albeit behind schedule. Thanks to you 4, we were able to open the Grand Market for business day a bit quicker than I expected. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am. Oh, there's no need for that. We barely did anything. I'm just glad no one got hurt. All the more reason to thank you. A merchant's stall is his livelihood. Any action taken against it can throw him into a blind rage, and it's hard to bring someone back from that. It would seem the problems facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they'd make no attempts to find an amicable solution. Quite right, it's clearer than ever now that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market. And I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it. Still, you'd think they'd at least be a little more subtle about the whole thing. There's no way those two merchants are just going to accept this and move on. No, I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something definitely has to be done. I'm just not sure what. ... Is something wrong, Reen? You're awfully quiet. Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Would you consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident? What? Are you suggesting we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant stalls ourselves? It's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, this is our affair, not yours. You're students. You have your own studies to worry about, and I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. We're students training for the military, though, and we're the protagonists. We can't just stand idle. We can't just stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the provincial army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties here, and that reflects poorly on us all. But, well, that's true enough, I guess. But do you really think we're up for something like this? I kind of have to wonder about that too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. We should at least check with Instructor Sara first and see what she thinks. I think she thinks we should do it. She's already told us. Put your heads together and think, and I'm sure you'll see what you need to do. Her words. It seems like the sort of thing she meant. At least it does to me. Oh. I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study after all. Yeah, you do make a good case. I'm still not sure we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither seek nor shun the fight. Very well, we shall do what we can. Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no. I'm very concerned about the market and the safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit, I truly would appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find answers for you. Just be careful. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want you kids being put in danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under the cover of the night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Oh, don't worry about that. We're perfectly prepared for a fight. Our first day at school, we had to crawl through a literal dungeon. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look Van Dyke in the eye anymore. And you told us to go kill a dangerous monster. I don't know I don't know about the premise here. But we'll be careful, we promise. I know I will, at least. I probably need to be more careful than anyone else here. Now that that's settled, we should act quickly. Yeah, let's get this investigation started. So first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. The logical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime, which is exactly why... I don't know. Can't argue with that. We should probably get statements from those two merchants before anything else. Indeed, I anticipate they've calmed themselves by now, so perhaps we can get something a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well. We'll need to keep a close eye on the time, though. If we miss the last train towards Heimdallr, we'll have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been given other tasks too, and I'd really like to get them done. In short, we need to keep moving. Our deadline is 9 p.m. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can. Understood. You bet. Right. Oh gosh. Is there gonna be like a time? Do I have to worry about a clock now? I don't see a clock anywhere, so we should be fine. Okay. So... I think we're actually going to want to go to the highway monster first. So that we can get that... I don't know. Guess Grand Market. Well, I'm here. There's our side quest, so let's get that done.